These are my very rare succulent that I bought from Nora Garden 89. And now it's time for me to pot them up. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. So this is Echeveria tango that is very dry. So I need to rehydrate this. So the first thing I'm going to do is mix up using my soil wetter. You can also use seaweed solution, seaweed conditioner, seaweed fertilizer, even if you haven't got a soil wetter, that will do. I only put in about half. If I could get there in the bottom, normally I just guesstimate this. So medicine droppers, so it's not much, look. This is a quarter or half a teaspoon is what I'm putting in. There you go, drops, there you go, that's how much I put in. And I'll put that away, add some water. 500 ml, so half a liter of water. And then I am gonna put it on my thingamajig here. And this one has already got some roots popping out. So those roots that have showed up, they will be gone. So new roots should form out of this. So I'm just gonna soak this here and leave this here to basically root up. This is now 10 days later. And let's go check my little tango. Now, check it out. Look at all the roots. It's all alive. It's all hydrated. And it's all budgied up. Okay, the tail of the budgie. Okay. So now check out the leaves. The leaves looks much better. Good. It's excellent. It's wonderful. So now I'm ready to pot this up. And then this one here, the awayuki, I really need to pot this up. So Graptopetalum is quite easy to grow. So you just stick them in the soil and they're fine. So I actually remove about 3 leaves that are sort of rotting. And this one I can see is starting to rot again because it's saying, look, I'm really thirsty, I need to drink. And I don't know if you can see that. So that's dry. So that one's rotting and this one's rotting and another one. So this is saying that I need to drink. So I'm gonna pour some of this in here. I found another cup or mug to pour this in. And that's good enough. And I'll take my awayuki. And see the roots are quite dry. So I'm just gonna give it a little soaking. That one, there you go. Just dunk it in, make sure that all the roots go into the pot, and I am losing some more leaves. There you go, I lost a couple more. There should be another one hanging off there, 3. So that one, I'll just leave it there for a few minutes to soak up while I refresh the other ones. So the first thing, or first one I really want to pot up is my blood moon. So this is beautiful Echeveria blood moon, which has got a really dry leaves as well. So with this one as well, I am just gonna swoosh this around into that pot and put it in a pot. But before I do that, I need to get some soil. So first thing I'm gonna do is get a pot, put some rocks in it. This pot's got a hole, so you don't believe me? Okay, see, there's all holes. We don't put any succulents, as much as possible, in pots with no holes. It's no good for them. Now, using my master succulent soil mix for this, and I just put a little bit of dirt and I swoosh it around. So this one now, I am soaking it, not soaking, but swooshing it around, just freshening the soil, removing the soil as well. So doing this removes the old soil and And so I can plant this in here like so and put my soil around it. And put my granite top dressing. This helps the plant to sit still so it doesn't flop around. And also the minerals that's in this Miphun stone, it's also known as Miphun stone, decomposed granite. So the minerals that's in it also feeds the plant, give it some nice food so it can grow. So there you go. So I got one successfully potted up. So in a very pretty pot. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, next I would like to pot up my Hoshikagi crested. So now I have to choose a pot. This one as well deserves a pretty pot. This one can sit here, I think. Oh, hang on, I got a better pot. This one, I think, would do it much better. Look at this pot. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so it's ready to get a rock that I prepared earlier. So this one would actually sit nicely here. Look at that. Doesn't that give it balance? Look. Don't know if you can see that, but anyway, that would look nice on that pot. It would complement it. So now with this one, I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna swoosh it around on the soil weather, but I'm out of soil hang on, I'll just do another mix. Oops, that's too much, but doesn't matter. We should add some water. Hang on, I need to get the shallow container. So this is much better, good. There you go. That's good enough. Now with this one, because the roots, look, it's got quite big roots. I'll just straighten it out, dunk it here. So see how it goes white once it gets dunked in there, and it releases all the roots. Anyway, you can sit there, and we're gonna put some soil. I'm also using Master Succulent Soil Mix for everything. Now, just a little bit, and then that way, once I put this up in here, so it didn't take that long, only a little bit. So this is such a beautiful crested one. I think that would look good, isn't it? So it's like a big brain. There you go. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna quickly maneuver my Echeveria or my ice plant here. I'm just gonna drop it there. So what I'm doing is just drowning it. Look, I'm drowning my ice plant. Now we continue with this one. Such a beautiful plant. So this is Hoshikagi, crested Hoshikagi. Now I'm gonna tap, and I'm gonna puff out all some dirt, not all, but some. And if there's big chunks of bark sticking up, I'd like to remove it. Top it up with dressing. The dressing just helps to have no contact with the soil. That way, that prevents them from root rot, from rotting. Because this too, this is $75 and this is $70, so pay special attention to them. There you go. So now, 2 potted, expensive and rare plants. Now I'm ready to pot up my awayuki. Awayuki needs something tall or a big pot so that when it grows it can actually overhang. So now I've got, so this pot also got holes in it. Oh, I can't see, you can't see. So anyway, I'm gonna put some soil in. The roots is not really that deep or that long. Anyway, okay, let's go check it out. So it's only shallow rooted, and so I can afford to put a bit more soil. Paraguayense or Graptopetalum paraguayense is not really doesn't really grow deep roots, but the plant can branch out or grow as branching, and so therefore you need something a bit more solid to hold them down or keep them. I am almost to the top, can you see that? So I can push that on the side there. I will remove any leaves that sort of rotting like that, might as well remove it. So this is the stress. The plants is, when they're not stressed in the garden anyway, they like to drop some leaves as well. So what more if they go through transportation or being transported and uprooted. So that's a lot of stress for a plant. So anyway, so that would look beautiful. Look at that, isn't it? Okay, so now this is actually, there you go, making a mess. So this is also a $120 plant. I know some of you would say, oh, I've spent more on plants. So I do have a limit. Some of you can afford to pay $1,000 for one leaf or philodendron leaf. Well, I know of someone who paid $700 for Ionium Big Bang when it first came out. Was it Mardi Gras or Big Bang? One of them. Anyway, she paid $700 for one rosette about that size. Just one. And it's not even like a plant, it's a cutting. Can you believe that? No roots when they first came out a few years ago. That's like 6-7 years ago. 6 years ago, I would say, yes. So anyway, that one's all nice, done. And I just need to put the label. I already know that's Awayuki, but just in case I forget, another sea leaf that's sort of translucent, sort of rotting, might as well remove it because that is just gonna affect the other plants, the other leaves. It's like pulling out gray hair. You pull one out and 10 attend the funeral. So it's a little bit the same with succulents as well. So this one, I will be watering this as well tomorrow. So I'm just gonna let them rest for a while, and I will do a little bit more on the other one. So which one is the urgent one? So I'm just mainly doing the urgent ones, or else they're gonna die on me. I forgot about my crispate beauty. My crispate beauty needs to be potted up. So now you go in there and you soak as well. So I'm just dunking them. So okay, there you go. That's a crispate beauty here. Just let it get refreshed. I'm gonna put my ice plant here. Look at that, it's a nice pot, isn't it? Hello, doggy. Now, this one, the hole is quite small for the size of the pot because ice plant actually likes a lot of water. So a lot of people kept starving them. They all go wrinkly and dry up, whereas they prefer to be watered more, and they can actually regulate the amount of water they can take. So anyway, I'm going to use this pot for that, so I'll just need to put a mesh. So there you go. So that's a little bit refreshed now, the roots, and that's good enough. I would suspect that this is quite a slow grower, but I'm already giving it a lot of room. That way, based on how the normal ones grow, then they do like a lot of nutrients. So they can grow fast and quick. And so as I tap it, it's sinking, so we add some more. There you go. And top it up with our succulent dressing, should I say. I was going to say salad dressing. It can be the salad dressing. I'm going to throw a corny joke. Icy plant. And the dog is saying, look, the ice. Can you see the ice? Icy plant. Ha ha. See, I'm corny at 3 o'clock in the morning. There you go, another one done. That wasn't too painful. Now, crispate beauty, we have to find a pot. So for my crispate beauty, I'm finally gonna use this one. So that sort of suits it, isn't it? The little organic, very organic pot looking. That suits the beauty of the crispate beauty. So anyway, this one now, since it's got very shallow roots, and I don't know whether there's another baby growing there on the side there, can you see that? Or more leaves, but it does have very, very, very small roots. We're gonna put some soil and there you go. Put in. There you go. That's actually beautiful in this pot. It actually complements it. Although they're sort of same tone, that actually looks pretty. There you go. Now, put some top dressing. There you go. Hello, crispate beauty, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That actually looks beautiful in this pot. It's not like screaming, look at me, look at me. It just says, I'm elegant, I'm beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. I have now finished potting up my precious, rare, collector, very expensive, but beautiful succulents. And they have fitted nicely into this container, except for, of course, the awayuki. And I got my budgie talking, so this is now ready to be watered. So I left them overnight. I went to sleep first, and now I'm awake. Hang on, I'll just move this over here. And I have potted them all up. So that one is, okay, so we're gonna go for Bordeaux, Rain Star, Pink Bunny, Crispate Beauty, Nippon Moon River or Japan Moon River, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones I put in here. So I've got Blood Cherry, Red Knight on the right, Fire, Pillar, I can't remember your name, so I'm reading the label. So Red Dragonfly, of course, in the center, and Sarahimi Bhutan, I know that one, and the Reuben Hybrid. They all go in one pot, like big pot, ceramic pot, which is actually a bowl before that I drilled hole, of course, and they can grow in there happily. And all the babies, as they grow, I'm gonna harvest them and put them on the side. That's the reason I put them in this big pot. And the dragonfly is, when it's big enough, I can harvest some leaves and also propagate them around the base of the plant. Now on this one here, this is a very long name, Heartbeat, Echeveria Heartbeat, something with Suet. I think this is a translation from Globulosa, because I do believe this is Echeveria globulosa, but something lost in the translation and ended up with a bowl of Suet name or Heartbeat. So maybe I should stick to the Heartbeat, but I still believe that is a globulosa. Now this one here, Icy Green, is in a tall pot because Icy Green have a really long tap root. So now she can grow in there and get really big. And watering wise with that one, eventually when it covers up the surface of the pot, the top where I don't see any top dressings anymore, I'm just going to be soaking that pot there. Now my Orpet and also my Zaragoza here, 1, 2, 3 Zaragoza and 2 Orpet, I put it in one pot to see how they would grow in that pot. And Malgan Monstrose in just this cute little pot. You can't really see the pot, but as I go through my garden on my future videos, you'll be able to see all these plants as it grows. And of course my Blood Moon is looking so beautiful, and also Monroe Crested And what are you? You are Mungadnis in that small pot, and also Pakipaitum glutinicauli, and look at the Hoshikagi, and this one Pola on that tall blue pot as well. Blue and green should never be seen with nothing in between. There's something in between, which is the dressing of the granite, and also my crested Pakipaitum compactum. And this is also one of my favorite, my cold fog. Love, love, love the color. Initial watering, I really like to soak the soil. It's like giving them some rain, because this one now, again, I'm losing some more leaves on my Paraguayense Awayuki here. Another one here is going funny on me. It's like rotting. That's because it's stress, and the plant is saying, I am dry, I need to drink. So what it does is rot itself so it can provide some drink for the rest of the healthy new growth that's coming out. So if you give it lots of water and you settle the roots down and saying to the roots, it's fine, you've got your home now, you have to adjust to this new home, and this is, I'm providing you with what you need. Okay, there you go. Then it will settle down and stop rotting on you. So a lot of people who buy new succulents, they always wonder how come a lot of the leaves just keeps dropping off, and that's the reason why. They needed to drink. They don't like being kept dry for a long time, so they lose their leaves in the hope that they can sustain themselves with the rotting leaves. But anyway, this one now, I'm just gonna water the whole lot, and I'm gonna lock my watering can here, look, and soak the whole lot. So every single one, give them a good drink to a point where in the water we just pull out and keep them soaking. So that's all for this video, guys, and I hope I'm able to share some more information. I hope I can give you a little bit more strength or no fear in handling these plants, because it can be stressful. I can understand how stressful it can be when you just have a new plant and you don't know what to do with it, and it's doing things that you think it's not supposed to do. Then you can have a heart attack moment, I call it. But have no fear. Fear is the only enemy. So be brave, little ones, and your plant will know. And if you are not fearful, and if they can sense that, oh, it's a good place here because the one that's watering me is not afraid of watering me, then they can grow happily. So anyway, that's all for this video. And thank you so much for watching, and hope I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, and my budgie is still talking.